run it all. I wake up. Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet, tell her run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell her run it up, I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet, tell her run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell her run it up. 9 out of 10, roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm nigga gritty. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
Greetings. We are here. We're in the lab. This is Ebony Sports Reporters. And we got the folks up there in BK in Brooklyn. You know, we got the Brooklyn Queens in the house. We got it all in the house. We got Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall right here in the PC in the Seaport. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Coach Julius Hall, how you feeling?
I was muted. I said, let me see whether we're live because I know we had some technical issues with Facebook yesterday. So I'm going to see whether we're live on our Black Media. If we're not, we're going to have to switch over to my page again. So let's see.
So why would Coach Tisha leave? Why would she do that? Why would she do that? Just because she thought we weren't live. That's why she did that.
No, it was an alien that took her out.
No. Well, first thing we'll throw out there, Coach Julius Hall, because what he has done, because he has become a season ticket holder for the Falcons. The Blank Foundation, the Arthur Blank Foundation, they decided to do something. They decided to do something for a grant that is refurbishment of fields, of football fields for 3. It's going to be 3 in the state of Georgia, 1 in Alabama. It was a grant that schools could apply for, HBCUs. 3 of them in Georgia, 1 in Alabama. In Alabama, it is Miles College, Miles Bears, and that's where my cousin was the AD there. I'm so glad about that. You know, Miles Bears. But then in Georgia, you got Clark Atlanta University, and in fact, Clark Atlanta University is going to be doing something. They're going to have a red field. They're going to have a red field. One of the few schools, because I think Livingston is the other one. They have a blue field, Livingston, and then y'all know about over there in Idaho. But then Clark, and then also Buck, Albany State, Buck. They're going to do Buck, that foolishness right there. We don't care about that. But anyway, I'm not going to show my bias right now. And the other one, Coach Tisha. Who's the other one, Coach Tisha? Go ahead.
Savannah State University, baby. What? So excited for them. Aren't
All
you?
because of me. All because of me.
Congrats. I like that. Thank you.
Give that Savannah State some recognition.
So Coach Fritz, we throw it out there to you because you like to come, you party for homecoming, you do all that right there. You be bringing, the Haitian souffle and stuff like that you be bringing. So I'm just saying.
It's beautiful for them to have that feel improvement and everything. I love it for all the HBCU, but Savannah State is part of it. That's going to be great. It's going to be great. I can't wait till when it's done to go to homecoming and see the new field, see the new atmosphere, see everything. That's going to be great. We should get passes in the back, press passes, so we can go back there and do some interviews.
What you say? Say it loud. I don't think Mr. Hall heard you.
We need press passes. We need press passes so we can go in the back and interview the fans, the players, and everybody that's involved in it. Plus, they got a great tailgate.
That's the vice president's job that got that stuff done last couple of months ago. And the vice president, maybe y'all, we probably need to talk to him because he's been slack on the job lately.
Wow.
Wow.
Good thing he did.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Thank
Now
you.
we gotta move on.
We're gonna move on. I was gonna say we should have an orange field. That's why I said, but we'll just move on from that. We should move on.
Hold on. Orange field with the blue lines? That'd be crazy.
That clock field is gonna be sick. Red? You gonna lose just because you blind.
But Savannah State will be the first one to have an orange field with blue. There's the markers. Please.
I mean, AstroTurf though, that's gonna be real different.
That's what we're talking about. So that
How they play.
So Bob, it's gonna be real different. Like you played on AstroTurf or something.
I see how them plays in the NFL be getting
AstroTurf is a little bit faster, but let them know.
I didn't watch enough of you men fall and hurt yourselves.
Well, we're gonna move on to someone else who got some speed too. Got some speed, and he is an Olympic medalist. He won the gold medal in the Olympics, and he has said he contemplated how he got 3 more weeks to be back in school because we're gonna go to Quincy Wilson. Quincy Wilson.
But your mom give us name because of that name.
Quincy Wilson.
From 50 Cent.
He's a New Yorker. Quincy Wilson again. Got a gold medal with regards to the 400 relays. So we now go, Coach Julius Hall. What's your thoughts with regards to that?
Hey, that boy's so fast. I would have hated to been chasing him because see, if everybody would have been talking about you for weeks and weeks, if you chasing that guy right there and he just burned you like that, and you got an angle on him and still they catch you. No, he's fast, bad boy. What state he's in? What state is he in?
Not Georgia.
I can't remember. Quincy's in Maryland or Virginia.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I hope he ain't down there in Florida. You know they chase rabbits. That's how they get.
Coach Tisha.
Oh, to be 16. To be able to do that 3 weeks after you're on the freaking main stage of the Olympics. He's got speed. And he's still got a lot of life left in him. So who knows? We may actually see him in the NFL. I'm sure we'll see him back on that Olympic track team again.
I'm sure we're gonna see him in the NFL bad as he is. That boy got moves and everything else.
Well, it comes down to the durability, which one he think will last longer and make the money. But then, Coach Fritz, go ahead. It's your turn, even though Coach Julius Hall had interrupted you.
That's all good. Listen, gold medalist, congratulations to him, but that speed, nobody could catch him. Like Julius said, he even had an angle on him and just gave up because he knew he couldn't catch him. And he just put on the afterburners and left everybody. It's going to be good to see if he continues with the Olympics and then do the football also. That'd be a dual threat. A different dual threat.
Okay. What we try to do, we try to at least cover all the areas where our coaches are located at. We got something for the New Yorkers. We got some, and I had this for Coach. We had this for Coach Stud, but Coach Stud is not with us. But we still go ahead and do this for Coach Stud because it does lead to another topic that we're going to be talking about.
What's up, everybody? It's Mac Jones, and this is my Get to Know. Feels amazing. First of all, the weather. That's definitely something I'm excited about. But just to be back here in the community I grew up in, it's just every kid's dream, and I'm just excited to get to work. Yeah, I think obviously winning the national championship at Alabama was great. And high school football is obviously amazing, and I obviously played at Bowles High School and had a bunch of great memories there. So I'm looking forward to making more memories in the NFL. I don't even know. Everything's changed around here since I've been back, but I like Taco Lou. That's a good spot, Taco Lou. We always used to just hit the Roost Chris sometimes, for a birthday celebration on the water there, but I don't have any specifics really. I have to go do some more research. Pre-game, I don't really eat that much. Usually just a smoothie, some rice, and some chicken and sweet potatoes. I've changed that. It used to be kind of crazy. And then post-game, I really just am so hyped about the game. I usually don't eat that much, but that usually is my cheat day. So pizza, wings, whatever, just hang out with the family and make sure I get some good food. I don't really have too many, but I golf a little bit. I like to go fishing, like to be on the beach, like to do a little bit of rapping. Cut. I'm just playing. Do it. I do though. I do. I got a couple songs, but I don't. Nobody knows about it. So I'm letting the world know now I'm not in New England.
So he's one of the few exclusives. Y'all found out Mac Jones. He likes to rap. Mac Jones. And so Coach Stud, I thought he was going to be here and he could talk about the high schools down there in Javen and Duval side, but Coach Stud ain't here. But we're going to move on to something. Mac Jones. Y'all got, you can give your thoughts about Mac Jones. But then what we're going to throw out to you, what quarterback, what QB you think is going to have a pretty good year who's going to a new team? That again, somebody was with a team last year who now will go to who's at a new team this year, right? What quarterback you think that will work for them this season right here? Coach Tisha.
Can we talk about Mac just for a second?
Oh yeah, you can talk about Mac. I'm saying it's all inclusive in that. Go ahead. Yeah, since Coach Stud ain't here, so go ahead.
I'm curious to see which Mac Jones we're gonna get this season. He seems to be a little more jovial now, I guess, that he's with another team, but I'm curious as how he's gonna play, because he was not good where he came from, but at the same time I don't think he had a fair shot, so I'm curious to see what he does. What was part 2 of your question?
Which QB that's gonna work out for this season? That again, like a Mac Jones or Justin Field, out of any of them, that because again, some have changed teams. Which one you think is going to work for this season?
I'm hoping it's Justin Fields. I wasn't quite happy with what I saw in preseason, but it's still early. He could still have a little butterflies. He's in a new team. He feels like the pressure is on him, but it's going to be really interesting to see what the Falcons do. I'm curious to see not just who they choose as the starter, but who continues out for the rest of the season, being that they set little boy down because he was supposedly that good and didn't want him to risk getting hurt. But then you got the $1 million man you just paid. So it's going to be interesting, but I shall be glued to the television.
Coach Fritz.
Bo Nix, I think is going to do a good thing for the Broncos. He was 6 for 7 out of all the possessions he had for touchdowns. So it was a no-brainer for Sean Payton to name him the starter. So Zach Wilson sit on the bench. As for Mac Jones, it's a fresh start for him.
Right.
He's home. That's why he's all giddy and everything. He's not playing in the cold. He probably was homesick. He used to playing in warm weather. So now he gets back to going. He went home. So that home is going to help him out. But he got Trevor Lawrence in front of him. So we'll see how that plays out.
Right.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, it won't be Kirk Cousins. Hopefully, he'll be on the bench. And Mac Jones, I hope he does well this year. I like him. I just hope he does well. You know, I think he just hurt um, um, the two New Yorkers that's on that program called Ebony Sports Report was talking about him real bad, and so he wanted out. So uh, I don't blame him. They don't win nothing in New York.
Whatever. You really think the Falcons are gonna sit their $1 million man down?
They're gonna have to if he ain't winning. We gonna sit him down. I'm going to the game tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
I don't know who they're gonna put in the old sorry Hennick. And that's his name, Hennick.
Oh,
That's how you pronounce it?
Heineke. Yeah, they're gonna play Heineke.
He sound real country, didn't he, Jay?
Yeah, he definitely did.
Not even country. So we're gonna move on to this right here. Travis Hunter. This just projection. Travis Hunter on the next level, NFL. Should Travis focus on being a DB or wide receiver, or should he look at both? Which one you think Travis Hunter in the NFL? What do you think he should do? Because there's some perspectives out there. Coach Fritz.
I believe he should just stay as a D-back because that's his specialty. He can get the interception and can run it back for touchdowns as he wants. So I believe he'll be good as a DB.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, he's one of those versatile players. So I think that they're going to probably leave him at DB, but they're going to let him do whatever he wants to do on the offense. A team like Kansas City, maybe we'll get him in Kansas City. We get him in Kansas City, then, hey, it makes it easier for all y'all. Y'all can just hate a little harder. The Jets. I want to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to do.
Be patient.
Coach Tisha.
I mean, I only agree with half of what Mr. Hall has said. Yes, I would give him the versatility to do whatever he wants. I mean, he's great at both positions. Why make him choose? I mean, when you see him doing as a wide receiver, it's like, oh yeah, leave him over there. But then, of course, he's a great defensive player. So why choose? Do both, depending on who you play and how the game goes. More money when he finally does get in the NFL.
I'm going to say okay, because some others have gone and said, who've done the same thing, they say he need to focus on being a DB. Not unless he does something almost like what Coach Julius Hall said, unless they have some specialty or some trick stuff that comes into play. And that Coach Julius Hall said something I think kind of profound. It would be absolutely astonishing if you have a Travis Hunter and also Patrick Mahomes and what Andy Reid could do in Kansas City. Let's see what happens in the future. Let's mark this down on this day.
Look at him.
They don't
That's
need
the face of hate right there.
They don't need him.
See, hating.
So we got another coach that we got love for too, but he probably ain't signing in. But we had something. We got something for the Denver Broncos. We're gonna have a conversation about the Denver Broncos, but this is a video for the Denver Broncos. Again, Coach Tony Mitchell, this Denver Broncos right here, and then we're gonna get into this conversation. The Denver Broncos will try. They think they got something with Sean Payton. So now this is what the topic is about. Sean Payton. Is he for real or what? What's your thoughts with regards to Sean Payton, Coach Julius Hall, and the Denver Broncos?
trying to figure out, was that humanly possible what the guy was doing there?
I don't know, alien believer.
Coach Tisha, see, I knew they were going to say alien. I knew it, but I didn't want to say nothing about
What else
that.
could that have been? What else could that have been? Think about it, Coach Fritz.
Alien. He was walking along the floor. It's a different angle. That might have been 5D that you're looking at. The way he was walking on the floor.
5D. Wow.
5D. He was walking on the floor. You know what I'm saying? 5D. So the other guy tried it, but he don't have the rhythm to do that. You could tell because he was still on 1D.
The fifth dimension.
It's your fault, Jay. This is all your fault.
Listen, Coach Fritz knows. See, I don't even understand how y'all don't believe. Let me poll one real quick. Tish, do you believe in aliens?
No.
Really? Jamal? You got to, with all the intellect and wisdom and
Here we go.
that you have.
The ego.
I can't say anything right now because Coach Tisha's right here.
Oh, well, that tells us, yeah.
I believe in a lot of things. Alien, so to speak, is not necessarily one of them. Especially not the way you and Fritz are about it. It's a lot.
Really?
Yeah, really.
If we went to another planet, what you think you're gonna call us? Alien.
Aliens.
You
They
think we the
definitely
only
call
one?
you an alien.
What they call the Haitians that came off the thing. They say I see them here too. So what they call the Haitian, they were calling us
We
aliens.
know.
Fritz, we gotta get our alien show together, me and you.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay, I'm gonna be working on it.
Why would you do that, Julius? Now I have to hear you.
Coach Fritz, what's your thoughts, Sean Payton, and what you think?
Whew. Sean Payton, the first thing he did that was right was naming Bo Nix as starting quarterback. That's number one. So he wanted a young kid that he could mold, groom, and get ready for the style of football that he wants to implement out on the field. So he don't have an old veteran that's like, I'm gonna do it my way. He got this kid now, he could groom him and tell him this is the way I want. Zach Wilson, I guess, wasn't it, and I don't even know who the other guy is. He's been on the Denver Broncos, and he's still number 2 or 3 as a quarterback. So we'll see. Sean Payton's gonna talk now. He's gonna talk more and more bravado if this kid do something. But that other Sean Payton on the floor, that was horrible, horrible.
So, Coach Tisha, do you want to say anything about Sean Payton?
I don't think Sean Payton is the quarterback whisperer the way people think. I think he needs to show us this season what his mouth has been saying for the last year and a half to 2 years, but I don't see the Broncos doing anything different this year than they did last year. And I think the owners will realize that it was him they probably should have got rid of.
Okay. We're going to come to this topic right here in 6 minutes. If we're not complete in 6 minutes, we'll be taking a break. But then, and Coach Tisha, I'm going to apologize because I'm going to apologize because it's going to probably get a little bit more ugly. I apologize. I did not mean for it to happen like this. I apologize.
Here we go.
Coach Tisha.
Really? You want to start with me? First of all, he picked the dude up like he weighed an ounce. Like they just got superhuman strength, I guess, over there. That was a lot. I mean, I would have been more focused on the weight on my head than trying to juggle. Interesting.
Coach Julius Hall.
Aliens. How could he do that? You see what kind of strength the guy had to just throw the boy up there on top of his head like that. I mean, oh, did you get the thing that I sent y'all?
Which one?
Which
I don't know whether Jamal put it in here or not.
We'll see.
As I have shared, email it to Ebony Sports Reporters. When you send the text, I had shared that, and I said to myself, and so I did attempt to email it to Ebony Sports Reporters myself from the phone. My phone would not allow it to happen. So I said to myself, we were going to probably discuss this on the show, and see it happen. And because I had vision, because the aliens had told me, Jamal, guess what's going to happen? So yes, but we were working on out so we can at least show it next week.
That I wasn't, me and Coach Stubb wasn't lying. When we told y'all we knew a guy that can jump for staying still and jump up on a 7-foot locker, y'all thought that we were playing. It's amazing. I showed y'all a video of a guy that's doing it like a 6'4" foot locker. But go ahead,
Coach Fritz.
Aliens. That neck was so strong. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Both their necks are strong. Then he's on top doing moves. What I thought he was going to do is throw the pins up and let the other guy juggle it. Then I would have been like on another level with that alien stuff.
All right, this is Ebony Sports Reports. We say to everyone, share. Check out all our other shows on Our Black Media. But we're going to take a break right now. We're going to come right back. We got Coach Tisha with us. We got Coach Fritz and Coach Julius Hall. Because we're going to New York next, baby. We're going to New York.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Hey there! Are you ready to amplify your voice and embrace your passion? Tune in to Our Black Media Network, where community comes first and every story matters. We're here 24/7, delivering powerful content on everything from financial literacy to the latest in sports and mental health. We are unapologetically real, reflecting the heartbeat of our community with programs that inspire, empower, and drive change. Join us on all major media platforms to celebrate our unique voices and advocate for the change we want to see. With over 50K monthly viewers, our network is your go-to destination for authentic, engaging content. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the change. Tune in to Our Black Media Network today and let your voice be heard.
We are back. Ebony Sports Reports with Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Julius Hall. We say support all our sponsors. And again, they are Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro, Georgia. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Jr. Boulevard. Shep's Food and Gas, don't ride by, stop by. And of course, One Price Cleaners located in the Farmers Market in Garden City on Highway 80. So now to let y'all know this week right here, Coach Julius Hall contacted me, sent me a text message and called me. He said, Jamal, you need to be on a mental health watch for the folks in New York. That's what he has said. That's what he said. He said some trauma has happened to them, and it's a lot of trauma. So he said, I know they are in a depressive state. So you be on a mental health watch for them.
And Slater cranks one the other way to deep right. Marte's back, and Slater has tied the game. Oh, how quickly it can turn.
I'll tell you what, on Monday night, David Peterson was pitching well. He balks. And then Urias hits a game-tying home run, the deep left center field. So Orioles tie it up, the no-hitter down the drain. David Rubenstein, the Oriole owner.
It was a perfect game in the making. Coach Julius Hall, do you see how they look right now? Coach Julius Hall, you were right. You were right.
Hold on.
So Coach Fritz, we want you to go ahead, Coach Fritz. Share with us what were your thoughts. That perfect game, that just like that. Coach Julius Hall said he know all New York has gotten depressed. Go ahead, Coach Fritz.
I'll concede the perfect game because guess what happened? We had the walk-off and won the game against a great team. We had 2 of them. Let's get that straight.
We don't care about.
Everybody talk
that.
It's Coach Fritz's turn. Please be quiet, Coach Tisha.
Sorry.
We care about the wins. We had 2 walk-offs. Let's talk about that. Y'all want to talk about the perfect game that didn't happen? No problem. But we had 2 walk-offs against Baltimore Orioles, and the Yankees is thanking us. Mic drop. Let's go. Let's go.
Not the mic drop.
What? Like I don't have one.
Coach Tisha. Oh my God.
We don't care about shutouts. That is not what is important. What we care about is not losing by football scores like the Braves have done several games in a row lately.
We won the last 2.
Oh, what about the
Against the
5
first
before
team.
that? What about
Against
the
the
5
first
before
place
that?
team.
Whatever.
I want you to, when you do your records, I want you to check and do your research. Check the record.
Whatever. They
We
lost
come.
by what?
We
15
come.
to 2, then
We come.
17 to something. Listen, shutouts don't matter to us Met fans. We want the win, however we can get it.
What's your record?
It's up there with them Braves.
Y'all
What
gonna
are
make
we,
it through y'all?
we're a half a
We
game.
have games behind y'all.
Yeah, we just a half a game behind y'all.
How many?
A game
half.
and a half.
Oh, it's a game and a half now?
Yep, they lost to
They must
Philly
have
last
won
night.
then yesterday.
You know what a game and a half in baseball is?
Nothing.
Oh, wow.
That is not a lot. It's gonna be one interesting series.
Go ahead, Coach Julius Hall. All you trying to show them some concern and see how they just come at you. See how they come. Go ahead, Coach Julius Hall.
Ain't but one team in New York out of all the sports teams.
This is when we all need a mute button. Have
That's
you
the
watched the Yankees lately?
That's the Yankees. I don't even like them. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't gonna catch the Braves because y'all always choke. And then it's the fans. Ain't nothing to do
The
personal
way
with
the
the
Braves
team.
are playing, I think we can.
He ain't been watching the Braves lately.
You beat Philadelphia the last 2 games.
We got
We coming for
resiliency.
first place.
Let's get that straight.
It's Coach Julius Hall turn. Why y'all trying to gang up on Coach Julius? I can't allow that to happen now. I just can't let y'all.
This whole thing.
I have to be fair about this. I just can't let the New Yorkers, so we just move on to the next topic. This one right here. Now, this right here might be traumatic for some people. For some other people, it might be exciting. And you just let y'all know to the viewers, it's a little long, but it is something. It is time. It's a memorable moment right here for some people.
At the New England Patriots headquarters in Foxborough, Massachusetts, every picture tells a story of a win.
In our locker room here and in our meeting rooms and around this building, we have hundreds of pictures up on the wall, and they're all pictures from games that we've won, and they're either from successful plays that we've made or players showing enthusiasm or support for their teammates after they've made those plays. I've always told the team, I don't care if you score 5 touchdowns, if we lose, there's no chance that picture will be up on the wall. If there was ever a picture to put up there from a losing game, I think this would be it.
It's fitting that play would occur under a full moon. It would feature an interception thrown by a quarterback who had never lost a postseason game and a 100-yard return by one of the fastest players in the league, which would not result in a touchdown.
3rd and goal. Brady takes the snap. Here's the blitz. Rolls to the right. Fires to the right. It is intercepted in the end zone. Up to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Left sideline, 35, 40. Heading all the way down the sideline.
Foot race. Bailey steps out of a tackle. Champ Bailey, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Did he get there? He's hit out of bounds, I think, at the 1.
Ben Watson shows the hustle, doesn't give up on the play.
If I would have dogged it, I don't even know that Coach Belichick would have said anything because we lost the game, and it was the last game of the season. If I dogged it, I would have to deal with it myself. Something my college coach used to tell me was that stuff like that doesn't take a whole bunch of talent. It's just effort.
Where did he come from? Where did he come from? And we didn't know until replays. We saw Ben was on the other side of the field, so he basically had to run like 120 yards, even longer than that to get that. Until I saw that, did I truly appreciate about the effort that he put forth. Man, it was a play that sort of signified just never giving up.
Damn, I didn't see that. I don't know who was, but he hard to that fool. What they said? Who? 84 hit him. 84? Tight end?
I'm running for a long time. That's what I'm thinking. You don't know if you ever had a helmet on, but when you're running full speed with a helmet on, this is all you see. Everything just bobbing, right? Your helmet's bouncing. I remember looking up in the stands and seeing all the Denver fans going crazy. Saw Kevin Falk try to get him.
He stepped out of a tackle by Kevin Falk.
Then I ran into the ref. There was a point where it kind of turned into like a challenge for me. Kind of like, let's see how fast I can run. Let's see if I can get this guy. I was surprised by the time I got to him because I thought his boys would have tried to pick me up. I think they were tired too. so they just let me run past. Looking at pictures of it, I don't even think he saw me.
I don't think that Champ Bailey felt like Watson was even in the picture.
That's one of those plays that we'll remember the rest of our lives because I don't think anyone would have given him a shot.
And where were you when that moment occurred? Where were you when that moment occurred, Coach Tisha?
Not watching.
Hater.
Okay, wow, Coach Tisha. Okay, Coach Julius Hall.
I was watching the game. I was kind of ticked because I hate New England, and I was kind of ticked that he even did that, even though Denver still belong. Hey, that was a great play. Nobody couldn't believe that.
Listen, I'm sure my brother was watching it, who is a big Denver fan. So I can only imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And if you look at some interviews with Champ, and see how Champ was running, he did not even realize that Ben was even in the atmosphere. Champ even slowed down a bit. Some people don't realize that when you look at it, he kind of slowed because he thought he had it. So, Coach Fritz.
I didn't even watch that game, but I saw highlights. ESPN showed it over and over and over again. And that's a way of not giving up. And he didn't give up. And, Champ could have got really hurt because he let up. He wasn't moving at full speed or anything like that. He was like, yeah, I got this. And then, bow, he got blindsided. Even Teddy Bruschi was like, where did he come from? That was crazy.
One of those memorable moments in the NFL. And so now we're going to come to something now. We try to get people about motivation. There's motivation this time. And this was for Coach Charles Morris. This is motivation because when we try to tell him to listen. Coach Charles Morris does not like to listen. So again, Coach, we want y'all to see this is for Coach Charles Morris.
Oh, what a nice day. Look at Jessica. Jessica, what are you doing? You know you can't swim. Get away from the water, Jessica. Jessica, get away from the... Oh, my God. Somebody help Jessica, please. She can't swim. Go help Jessica, run. Jesus Christ. Jessica, no. Oh, my God. No, Jessica. No, the water is pulling her back in. Where's the lifeguard? Lifeguard, hurry up. She can't swim. Jessica, no! Jesus! Jessica, dead. Jessica. Lifeguard, please save her. Yes, 2 lifeguards. Save her, no. Please, Jessica. Oh, look. Hey, that husband is coming. Oh, do one of them dead. Jessica. Hey, please, save her. Jessica. They're coming now. They're here, Jessica.
So, what's your thoughts about that motivation right there, Coach Julius Hall?
Jessica just didn't get out that water, man. Jessica almost drowned by some waves. I didn't know we had joke of the day on there. A joke of the week. Because that certainly was a joke of the week.
It's a motivation. You better listen to people when they tell you can't do something now. Coach Tisha.
She almost took both of them lifeguards out.
Lord have mercy.
Not just herself. It's like she lost all mobility though in her legs. She couldn't do anything. It's like between the sand and the water, she just was like, I'm done.
Jessica gave up.
Jessica literally, either she gave up or her legs gave up.
So that's a motivation to y'all looking at the show. When you know you can't do something, don't do it, please. So now we got something again. Knockout. Knockout.
I felt that.
Because I was going to say, Coach Julius Hall, do you need to see it again? Do you need a repeat of it? Are you good?
I felt that. I felt it hurt so bad. I don't even want to see it again. Did you? That was a wow.
Right.
Coach Tisha.
He almost knocked himself out. He kicked that man so hard. It would have been a double knockout. That I would have just stayed down. I hope the fight was over after that.
Oh, it had to be.
I hope so.
One, he should have been embarrassed by getting kicked like that in the head.
He might not remember it as hard as he got kicked in the head. He watching the replay like we are.
Man.
Here we go.
Coach Fritz. Coach Fritz, you probably missed it, but we're going to do this again for you.
Thank you. You see, I have to bring a friend.
Yes, yes.
Medic.
Coach Teacher thought that he was able to get up and fight again from that. So what's your thoughts on that, Coach Fritz?
He was gone, out like a light. And the funny thing is, I didn't even see that second kick coming. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see that second kick coming. Neither did the guy that got knocked out. So
right.
he was out. There was no coming back. There was no nothing. He was completely out, done.
Night.
What Steph do?
Right.
Yep.
That was it. Night.
Okay, we're going to come to this right here because we're going to be talking about Miami right now, but we got to at least throw this out with regards to Miami, the Miami Dolphins, that is.
RC, what do you make of Flores' response there?
I think the first thing that obviously hits you when you speak about being human is that he said when you have a terrible person. So it got away from who Brian Flores was as a coach and who he was as a man. And any man that wants to live with any sense of integrity doesn't want their perception to be that in any interaction with anyone, much less someone you spend years with. And I think for Tua Tagovailoa to finally say those things and put those things out there, it does make Brian Flores reflect. And as he reflects, he says he's going to use these things to be better moving forward, that he has to understand that those ways of communicating didn't work. But to hear Tua Tagovailoa say, you suck, or you're not good enough, or you don't belong to be here, you do have to take stock in the way that you treated another human. It's not just about coaching football. That's not the job when you get paid to be the head coach of a team. Your job is to continue to allow men to grow, to make football a safe space for growth both on the field and off. And I believe that Brian Flores got to be in a place when he was in Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin where he watched one of the best men in this business have an opportunity to do it. Now it's about having emotional integrity. He didn't attack Tua Tagovailoa. He didn't invalidate his words. He said, I need to be better. Hopefully going forward, Brian Flores gets another opportunity to be a head coach. And I know he's going to work overtime to make sure that no player, whether quarterback or positional, feels that way about him as a coach, but more importantly, as a person.
All right. Coach Tisha, your thoughts with regards to what was shared with Tua regarding Brian, and then Ryan's perception and his understanding with regards to that. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I was disappointed to hear that he made someone as young as Tua feel that way. You're supposed to be his leader. You're supposed to teach him. And to belittle him like that, come on, you knew how he felt even after the fact. It didn't take that interview for you to know this is how he felt. I'm sure he expressed it when he was on the team, and other players may have, consoled him after you berated him at, whether it was a game or practice. But I was happy to know that he didn't try to defend it, that he took ownership of it and still felt like, yeah, I need to do some things. I need to reflect. I don't ever want to make anyone else feel that way. Flores got kids. You don't want nobody making your own children feel that way. So how dare you make another child feel like that? Knowing, look at that age difference between it. This kid is young enough to be your kid. And you made him feel less than a person, not let alone less than a quarterback. It went past the field. It made him feel less than a person, and no one should ever feel that way, especially someone who you're supposed to be the leader of. But I was glad that he took responsibility for it, and it kind of puts a little more things into perspective as to why he has not gotten the positions in the NFL that he feels he deserves. It's not just about you being a quote unquote good coach or know how to call plays and all that. It's how you treat people. All of that should come into play when you're trying to get one of these high paying quarterback, head coaching positions. And I think that had more to do with why he's not a head coach than his skill set.
Coach Fritz.
I'm glad that he took the high road, Brian Flores. For Tua to come out publicly and say that really says a lot. That really hurt him. He probably had to do a lot of therapy to get himself to being the quarterback that he is today. So I know Brian Flores is going to get it right because he worked with Mike Tomlin and he saw how Mike Tomlin is a leader of men, and he saw a different perspective on how his coaching style should be and what the standard is. You know what I mean? Because Mike Tomlin always have a winning record, and he can have the suckiest quarterback, or he don't have enough people on his team, but he is a leader of men. So Brian got a chance to see what it's like to be a leader of men, and he owned up to it. Say, okay, this is how I made this guy feel. I'll never do that again. And I have to grow and I have to learn. So kudos to him for saying that.
Coach Julius Hall.
Yeah, you don't motivate a professional athlete that's getting paid millions of dollars that way. You can probably talk to a college student or a high school student like that to make them get up on their game, but you don't talk to an NFL player like that. He's making more money than you are. So you don't do that. And that's not a way to motivate a player. Hold on. Hello? Sandy? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're right here on the show with it. Tisha and Fritz. I'll tell them. I'll tell them. I agree with you. I agree with you. They know you, right? Okay. Y'all know Sandy, right? The New York Liberty head coach.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell them. They say they do know you. Okay. All right. Thank you. She said if y'all would please, she said she's watching the show. Love the show. She said, but it seems like y'all two jinx New York team. So get off of the Liberty because they 24-4. And she says she don't need to lose no more games. That was she just called and told me.
Whatever. Stay focused, Mr. Hall. Stay focused.
Ebony Sports Reports, we do have contacts and relationships, so that's it. So yes.
You want to talk about hating? Look who we learned it from. We learned it from Julius Hall. That was not even necessary for him to do that. You know
Exactly.
He wondered where we get the hate from. We from New York. You come after us, we come after you.
Team, because y'all jinx team to the New York teams. I told them. Yeah.
First thing first, Liberty is bad. Just give them their credit, give them their due.
So, well, I guess this is a good segue because we are dealing with the jinx right now. Do you think Miami will get further than what has gone before? Do you think? And is it time for Miami to get further than how they've gone before under Mike McDonald? Have they gone far enough? Excuse me, not have they gone far enough? Will they go far enough? Because some people that was, even though they talked about Brian, they were like, look at Miami, look at how they have functioned. They see even with all that, and we make excuses for them too. So will Miami go further? And Coach Julius Hall.
In the next 2 to 3 years, I got Miami being a contender because they are playing football without a conscience. You know, they got great players down there, athletic players who are trying to win ball games, and that's what it takes. It takes a team that loves the game and plays together, and that's what I see in the Dolphins. They have surprised me over the last 2 years with the play that they I knew they were going to be pretty good last year. The year before that, when Tua got hurt, I just knew that if he could stay healthy, that they would be contenders. So I got to watch out because I'm the AFC man with the NFC Falcons.
Coach Tisha.
I do see them going far. I like the way he handles his players, though. Like, everybody don't have to have the strong arm to get your players to do something. Everybody's not great every day. Some games is not your game, and I think he knows how to talk to them and treat them. I mean, he was the underdog himself. Who would have thought he'd be a head coach with the record that he has and with the players that he has? So I think they can go far within the next 3 years. I definitely think they can. I don't know about win a Super Bowl, but I think they can make it to the Super Bowl. How about that?
Hey, Coach Fritz.
If they're healthy, they got the talents to go far. The only problem that's standing in their way, here we go. Julius is going to say something about this one.
Here we go.
Kansas City is standing in their way. Baltimore is standing in their way. And people don't even know what Cincinnati is going to do yet. Oh, everybody keep forgetting about Houston. They got weapons this year. So we're going to see how this turns out. Miami's going to be good. They might win the first round, but there's a lot of other teams that got better this year.
And you don't think Buffalo, Coach Fritz? I'm just throwing it out
Buffalo's
there.
done.
He's sleeping on the couch, Jamal. He's sleeping on the couch because look at Tisha up there saying, you didn't say the Jets stand this way. You realize we got Aaron Rodgers?
I'd rather just show you what they got than talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well, we now come to this. Coach Fritz, you're the first one to throw this out. There are wide receivers who are not in camp, Coach Fritz, and it's mind-boggling for some because it's about the money. So, Coach Fritz, what are the concerns about the wide receivers who are not in camp right now? Coach Fritz, oh my God, Coach Fritz, you the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God.
One, I I understand both sides of this debate with CD Lamb and the Cowboys, because in the past the Cowboys paid Des Bryant and he broke his leg in preseason. He broke his foot in preseason, and they paid him all that guaranteed money, and he didn't perform. But CD Lamb deserves his money. Pay him, and let's get it done and over with so we could win some games. That's the bottom line. It's a business. Everybody got to see it's a business. So the owners is looking at, well, we paid this wide receiver in the past, and he was worth the money. And preseason he got hurt, and we lost money on him. He never did anything else after that. And they gave up on Des Bryant. So Des, I love you, but they gave up on you. CD, figure it out. Dallas, figure it out so we can have a good year this year. Because you got a hater right there. You got a hater right there in Julius Hall.
Julius is horrible.
And his Falcons ain't going nowhere because they got Kirk Cousins, who has won one playoff game. You don't want to talk about that? You don't want to talk about that? Kirk Cousins only won one playoff game and make a lot more money than everybody else. Mic drop.
Okay, Coach Julius Hall, Brandon Ayuk, San Francisco. But you got other receivers out there. I'm not just picking on you about that. Oh my God, because you like San Francisco. Okay, go ahead.
Let me address that first. These guys need to get paid. They're the up and coming stars of the league, so pay them. And then when I'm going to address Coach Fritz down there, and I'm going to tell Coach Fritz this. You say that they didn't want to jinx them by paying them and then they getting hurt. Hell, they paid them and they ain't played. They paid all the players anyway, and they ain't played. They might as well play hurt. Your players don't. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Everybody need to be backing up like this right here to get their check. Everybody on your team. The Cowboys. Everybody needs to back up like this right here. Don't look the people in the face to get their check. Just back up, get their check, and walk away.
Kirk Cousins just did that. Just to let you know.
Kirk Cousins, the FBI is looking for Kirk Cousins. He robbed the Falcons.
Not the FBI.
He robbed the Falcons. It's a federal crime what Kirk Cousins did. He robbed the Falcons.
Listen, everybody needs to go get.
Go ahead, Coach Tisha.
Everybody needs to go get his agent. Because if that man can get money without showing you anything after that Achilles, CD, you better go drop who you got and go get who Kirk got. I don't think Dallas deserves CD Lamb at this point. I want him to go somewhere else. I think Jerry Jones knows Dallas ain't going nowhere, and that's why he's dragging his feet. Now, maybe next season or the season after, but this 2024 going into 2025,
he won't be going to the Jets.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. Listen, y'all hating on my Jets. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to wait and see what we got going on.
All right, we're going to move on to this right here. And we got some athletes. One of them said something wonderful about the other one. And some people they wasn't understanding, because I guess you should realize they may have some stuff happening behind the scenes. Jason Kidd, Jaylen Brown. This is what they plan on doing. This is what they got going on. Reducing the wealth cap. They have an initiative. Oakland and Boston. And look at that, doing it around the entire country. So,
Yo.
Well, they already invest in Ebony Sports Proposal Show.
Absolutely. That's why we do what we do. That's right.
Yeah, all black media need to be calling them.
That's right. Empowerment. And so now, what's going to happen? This next thing we're going to show you, which is tied to that, is going to give Coach Tisha some wonderful sensations. She will probably get some wonderful sensations with regard to this right here. Coach Tisha, did you see your cousin? Did you see your cousin right there? So what's your thoughts about the new initiative done by Jason Kidd and Jaylen Brown? Coach Tisha.
They can afford it. So hopefully they will bring that revenue back to these cities and little areas in the cuts of that people that look like us can need and benefit from. So kudos to them. You got to start somewhere. We need it.
Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I can't trust that they're going to be successful in that. I hope that they are. I hope they don't try to give the money to all the bougie people and try to look into some initiatives. I got a couple of plans that I'd like to present to them, which is an entrepreneurial workspace where they can invest money in for people who have ideas of starting a business, and they can invest in these people. But I'm gonna just take my chances right here. I'm gonna take my chances right there.
So I can come to your house when them numbers come out.
There's 450 million in that right there to make a million. So I'm gonna take my chances right there. One thing I can tell y'all ain't got to worry about nothing if I hit that. All right.
Everybody, y'all heard that?
Now, not everybody. I'm talking about y'all. Just y'all.
I ain't worried about everybody else. I'm worried about me.
All right.
Coach Fritz.
It's recorded, so I'm not worried about it. He's good on his word, so I already know he's gonna come through. So
450 million. You quit your job.
Oh, yeah.
You coming to work. You ain't gonna have no house payment, no car payment. You coming to work with our black meeting.
Of course, I'm ready for it. Ready for it.
That's right.
You know. Now I got sidetracked because I'm waiting about the 450. That's what's on my mind now. So you know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I realized. And so we're gonna go into a break right now. We're going to a timeout. Right now. This is Ebony Sports Report with Coach Fritz, who got distracted by the $450 million. Coach Tisha, Coach Julius Hall. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
We are back. Ebony Sports Reporters, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, Coach Julius Hall. And so now we come to meatballs. Meatballs. Y'all love meatballs. We all love meatballs.
This 6th grade English teacher is also a pro running back. His name is Martez Meatball Carter. He's 5'7", 230 pounds, and he is absolutely electric. Some would say he's even a crash out. He doesn't even play with a mouthpiece. He plays with a diamond grill in his mouth. And I'm telling you right now, you do not want to meet this man in the hole. He will truck you, and then he'll score the touchdown. And his pad level is so low, it's not even fair. Watch him put 2 hands in the ground here as he stays up, and he's going to turn it upfield, and he's going to truck the defender once again. And look at the effort here on this play. He's going to dive and reach the ball out for a touchdown. He's the leader and captain of this team. He got hit late, and the whole squad had his back. Meatball played for the Redskins, Eagles, and the Saints back in the day, and now he's a 6th grade English teacher empowering the youth. W-Mans in the comments.
Meatball, Coach Fritz.
Love him. Love his enthusiasm, love his passion. He's a leader of the youth. He's showing them never give up. He's a beast. You know, that center of gravity to touch the ground with both hands and still get up, and then somebody's trying to tackle you and you just run him over. And then he has the athleticism to reach for the goal line. Perfect. And you could tell he's a good leader because everybody came, after the late hit, everybody came to his defense. So I like him. Kudos for him.
Coach Julius Hall.
Fantastic little guy. I wouldn't want to be trying to tackle him when I was playing linebacker because he probably run me over. I remember getting hit by Black Jesus back in the day. Black Jesus had me dizzy. They had to take me off the field. Yeah, Meatballs, he need to be back in the NFL. If he's still playing in the Arena League, he need to be back in the NFL. That kind of heart.
Yeah.
Who should he play for, Coach Julius Hall?
The Jets.
Coach Tisha.
This hating, man, I tell you. He make 5'7" look freaking 7'5". I wouldn't have thought he was 5'7" with them kind of move and athleticism, but like Julia said, if he still can do all that, yeah, you need to be back in the NFL.
Then think about it. And think about it, Tisha.
Money.
And think about it. You have Meatballs with him, and you have chopped liver with Aaron Rodgers.
Move on, Jay. Move on. Where's the mute button when you need it?
All right, we'll move on because now this is called Alien Basketball. Alien Basketball.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Tisha. I'm just saying.
This is good.
Coach Julius Hall.
Man, the basketball rack must be 5 foot. It's got to be 5 foot.
Maybe his alien brothers were invisible and lifted him in the air.
The basketball rack was 5 foot. That's how he was able to jump that high. And making it look with the optics. The rack wasn't 10 foot up. The rack was down here. Man, ain't no way.
You don't believe Coach Julius Hall, Coach Fritz?
CGI is a wonderful thing when you're filming it and editing it. That's all I can say. But yeah, that's aliens hop like that. No, I agree with Julius. The basket was 5 feet.
Oh, stop it! Of course he can.
Coach Tisha.
He used one of the other dude's body to almost walk on to get up there. So yeah. Oh, you seen athleticism like that in the All-Star game when they doing their little tricks? I think it's possible.
But they don't believe in aliens right now.
Exactly.
Well, we'll come to this right now. I guess to liven it up right now. Pop a shot. Championship. Coach Julius Hall, the Knicks fan did not win. Just to let you know that. Coach Tisha, what's your thoughts about Pop a Shot?
I can do that. I'd like to play that. They could put the champion necklace around my neck. It looked fun, but it also looked kind of easy. I could beat Julius Hall in that.
Really?
Let's go.
Really?
Coach Fritz.
I actually watched that. It was a little exciting. I actually watched that. After you get 40 points, you get extra time, and everything after that is 3 points. So as you can see, I watched it. So the guy hit 107, and I already knew once he hit 107, nobody was catching him. So it was, some people faltered, but that's a game from David and Buster. They made it a championship. It's a game from David and Buster. I'm about to be on David Buster trying that out.
No, I don't know whether David Buster.
Coach Julius Hall.
I remember playing it at the fair when I was little, and I ain't never heard of Dave and Buster. So they don't know whether it's a Dave and Buster game. Dave and Buster probably got a couple of them inside their restaurants, but that game they've been around since I was a little boy going to the fair. You shoot the basketball to win the prize. But anyway, silliest game in the world. Anyway.
So, since Coach Julius Hall said that, I guess we might be offended some other people who like Papa Shot and also some other. But again, hit the opinion of Coach Julius Hall, merely opinion of Coach Julius Hall, and not the opinion of at least Ebony Sports Reporters. And I do that as a caveat, a warning for the next one right here. This is Braden Wilson and AJ Sims right here.
And he's out to the left.
Derek Holland. Game time! He's got an easy slot shot. Able to hit his second one in.
Right,
again, Holland Rawls with the win would be the new #1 doubles team in the world. Brandon somehow collects them both.
Let's go! Hey, one more bag. Gotta put a block, and it's gotta be. Hey, block, let's go. He's gotta go get it at some point. So something deep. If he just gives Holland an open hole, it's game.
Shallow block, but again off to the left. Holland trying to lock this one up, but it checks off the front of the board. Oh boy, timeout here for Braden Wilson and AJ Sims.
You got that. You got that. That's your shot. Hey, either way, I love you, bro.
He's got to get this one in, right?
Whatever happens, this would be an insane shot. Both have to be in. Not only is he's inside arm, so he's going to have to come through laser hot. I think what he needs to do, you're okay if you contact this bag, but your bag's going to come up here. You got to have enough speed to get all the way to the hole.
For the win. Shot of the game. Incredible.
Let's go. Chill out, boy. Come on. Let's go. Come on, boy.
I'm too afraid to ask Coach Julius Hall's opinion on this, but that's AJ Sims and Brandon Wilson doubles champion. So Coach Julius Hall, and again, we already gave you all the warning.
I don't know whether he was more excited for making both of those go in the hole or whether he was more excited calling that big dude boy.
Ooh. The opinion of Julius Hall is not the opinions of Ebony Sports Reporters.
I couldn't tell which one.
I had to say that.
He's saying about, but he's a bad.
Thank you, Coach Fritz. Thank you.
He's a bad little boy the way he throw them bean bags. But what the hell? Who would have? I guess anything can be a sport now. We got to have mind reading, as a sport in a minute. Mind reading.
Coach Tisha.
What, they going to put that on ESPN Ocho soon, too?
Oh, it is already on that. This major sponsors. It ain't in Ocho. It's not on Ocho. No, this is on 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this ain't Ocho. No,
Oh. Julius, why aren't we on there? Do you see the shows, the little silly games that they're putting on ESPN? Hello?
The opinion Coach Tisha, merely opinion Coach Tisha, not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. None of your sports are silly. We do not support that. Go ahead, Coach Tisha.
Well, maybe I should have used a different adjective than silly. I mean, they taking our regular family reunion games and putting them on ESPN. I mean, come on. I don't know. I yield my time to Coach
Fritz.
I've seen a lot of sports this weekend. The tire wrestling was one. The pop shot was two. This one is three. I don't know where you find these things, but like you said, these are the sports, and he was very animated. I thought he was gonna get crushed after he said boy. He got picked up and he was in a bear hug. So I was like, "Oh, he gonna get crushed." But not bad. Kudos to him. He was amped up. He knew he could do it. He went to his coach, got a little pep talk, and he came through. And he was down 9-8, wanted 10-9. Kudos to the kid.
Oh, they are teammates. They're teammates. That's doubles. That was double cornhole right there. So it wasn't single cornhole. It was double cornhole. Yeah.
Okay.
You even have mixed. So just let y'all know that mixed doubles, all that. But you know, I'm just sharing it with y'all. We come to their layer. We come to their layer.
What happened? You didn't win?
You've been through hell and back, that's why you're bad as you.
Better in. All of them just I'm better than. Mansions in Malibu, Babylon. And I never mention everything I dabble in. And I always rise up when I'm straddling. And my shit so wet, you gotta paddle in. Gotta roll, gotta roll your boat. It's Pink Friday, rock on the urban out. Then did the pop out on the real estate. The best legal team, so the deals is ill. It's Mac OPI and the fragrance too. A power dominating every avenue. Cobblestone, good view, little gravel too. Gotta pay for the entourage travel too. I'm flying high. Ain't got time to talk, just high and vibe.
Alea, Coach Fritz.
That's a bad little girl. She was out. Nobody had nothing for her. Nothing. That distance was, she increased it dramatically. We'll see her in the Olympics. Team USA. We'll see her in the Olympics.
Coach Tisha.
I think she's 6 or 7 years old. Can you imagine? Was she getting them double digits, the teenage years, when she really blowing smoke? But that's what you call determination. I think she was maybe 3 in the first video. She was determined to not lose as she got older and understand the power of winning. So I'm following her.
Coach Julius Hall.
Very, 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 very impressive. Just how you train up winners there. And the father is doing a great job of training up a winner.
This next one, just to let y'all know, I'm afraid about the commentary that may come up right now from Coach Julius Hall. I'm afraid. So I'm letting y'all know that his opinion is merely the opinion of Coach Julius Hall, not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. Coach Julius Hall, Sister Walcott.
Easy.
Whatever man gets her, they better be nice. They better be nice. That girl pick up 651 pounds. My wife can't pick up 25 pounds. 651 pounds. We would have probably went to that there, and the 4 of us couldn't lift that there. Lord have mercy.
Coach Tisha.
And she held it for a minute. She let y'all know, this ain't just no pick up and put down. Let me show y'all my strength. She held it for a couple of seconds longer than I could have ever.
And rock.
Kudos to her, man. She made it look easy.
There goes Coach Stud commenting from the sideline.
Coach Fritz.
Power, extreme power. She was elegant with it. She psyched herself out. She had her routine, psyched herself out, and lifted. I we'll see her in the Olympics too, but she was good, and all you could hear is the people in the background cheering her on. Whew. Like Julia said, if you her man, come correct, because she just picked you up and bend you. That's just crazy. And she held it like, what? I got this.
I like to get it for Coach Brown, for Bernard Brown.
Woo wee!
she grabbed him around the neck. Said, "Come here, boy. Give me a kiss."
He'd be different though.
He'd be real humble.
Yeah, he'd be humble, all right.
So this next sport right here, again, they have championships, and we share with you. Some of this is done in Rock Hill, South Carolina. They have an industry with regards to this right here. They have, again, a league with regards to this right here. Slippery stairs, and that is a sport. And Coach Tisha,
I would have lost. I'd be laughing. I'd have kept falling, laughing at everybody else, especially whoever my partner was. I mean, really, is everything a sport these days? Come on, man, this is ridiculous at this point.
the opinion, Coach Tisha, merely opinion, Coach Tisha. We are not offending anyone there in Rock Hill, South Carolina, where they have all these sports, and that we want to be a part of it because we want to have our booth right there. And y'all saw the cameras. Y'all saw the type of cameras that were there. This was not just a little stationary tripod. Y'all saw because money is invested in this. And we say Ebony Sports Reports is down with you all. Coach Fritz.
I give you credit. You find all these sports, and it's a good thing that we premiere them, so people could see that we premiere them. Ebony Sports Reporters, we premiere all the different sports, and it's very interesting. That had to be, you had to be disciplined, focused, and had the heart to do that, because he almost slipped at the end and almost went down the hill to join everybody else, and he would have lost. But kudos to him. Kudos to him.
Coach Julius Hall.
I tell you what, I'll go slippery sliding, stairs sliding with the girl that just picked up the 651 pounds, because I could probably be the answer if we get on that. I just can't let her grab me.
Oh, gosh.
Well, all right. Now we come to something else that Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart has said. Listen, they need a break from whenever the Olympics are being played, and then they got to return back to the WNBA season. It need to be a longer break. What's your thoughts with regard to that, Coach Julius Hall?
On what?
They said they need a longer break. That bam, you in the Olympics, and then they are right back at playing games. They said that they need to have a longer break. They don't give them a real break with regard to the players who are playing in the Olympics.
They need a break, but they also had a break.
When?
All they did was go over there and play basketball. That's what they do for a living. They was over there having parties and eating great French food and all. So they're okay. Don't need no damn break. Get back to work.
Wow.
But the other players, everybody else had a break, so they're more rested than them. So to be fair,
you know what? Because
USA basketball.
Well, okay, it's USA basketball. But what they need is a raise. They don't need a break.
Coach Fritz.
I agree with Julius Hall. They need more money. They need a raise. They do need the break because the men already is their off season, so they could rest, and then they get back to the regular season. So the men right now is resting until the regular training camp starts. So these women do need a break for that, and give them a regular season, not a truncated season, because I believe they're gonna set the trend. The money's coming. You got two expansion team coming, so it's gonna be crazy in the next 2 to 3 years for the WNBA. But they do need a break.
And Coach Tisha, you're the last say on this topic here before we close out. Ebony Sports Reporters.
Of course they need a break. They go back playing a week later. What is a week? The time zones are different. You got to get acclimated back to wherever you're coming back to here in the States. A week was nothing. Even a week and a half is nothing. I think they need a break. The men are home doing the same thing we doing, watching them on TV. So they're not going, even if they do have practice, rehearsal, whatever you want to call it, they don't have to practice as hard because they don't have no games coming up. These women are still fighting to get into the whatever championship level they're trying to get to. I thought it was unfair. I didn't think they had a long enough time to rest their bodies. Of course, they probably had, parties or whatever they were going to, but they still were playing games in a whole different country. I thought it was unfair. And money is not money.
And this is what Coach Julius Hall says to us when we say, hey, Coach Julius Hall, I've been in the chair for 3 hours straight. He said, it don't matter. Still sit there. And so this is Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall. We said, check out all the shows on Our Black Media. We'll see y'all on next week. We said, peace.
Peace out.